What up, my peeps? Hey, welcome. Thanks for watching Strok'en with Pipes. So, figured today, man, I'll spend a little bit of time messing around in Skytrak software. So, Skytrak just released or about to release version 5.3.9 to their software. So figure I'll just spend a little time playing around, messing around with that today, just to see what they put out. So do a short little video, mess around, jump around, just hit some balls in the Skytrak and mess around with some of the features that they have in there. So bear with me here. First one, we'll jump around, check out the little challenges. So they got close to the pin, target practice, long drive. So let's jump around in the target practice right now. Single player. Just hit a couple shots. I don't play much in the Skytrak software, but figure it's been a while, so I'll go ahead and mess around and see what's going on. We'll go on the target. We'll go 3 shots. Auto advance, right-handed, easy, max 130 yards. So let's go ahead and tee off. We'll mess around with our pitching wedge here. And actually, we'll change that. We'll just go ahead here. I really haven't warmed up, so we'll just mess around, hit some shots. Bear with me. I didn't really look at the document on what's included in the update, but I know it also did a firmware update to the device. So there was also a firmware when I went through the update. So we'll just play around with it a little bit here. See what we got. All right. I did see that it just noticed a shot, so could not process shot. So basically, I'm just hoovering the club above, and it's making the light go on and off. So that's why we're getting that could not process. So if you're doing little practice swings, you're close to the device, you're probably gonna get that. So go ahead and hit one. I don't mess around with this much, as I'm regular GF Pro guy. So far so good. Nothing big to go through this one more time. I think it got 3 shots, so that challenge over. So we'll go ahead and do another one. Same thing. We'll just repeat that challenge. Just messing around here. Take a look. This time I'm gonna try to work the ball a little bit. Try to hit a fade. Try to hit a draw. Put some curve on it. See what happens here. That was a little bit of draw. Looked like I kind of draw a little late. This time I'm gonna try to hit a little fade. All right, working good, working good. And this time I'm gonna try to hit a little low punch. So that one there had height of, the height went away from me. I didn't catch the height, but this time I'm trying to hit a little punch, a little lower shot. Not bad, not bad. All right, this time we're gonna jump and do something else. So we'll end this. Look at the scorecard there with the challenge mode. Not bad, not bad. Look at each shot. Kind of can go through each shot, check it out. All right. Check your numeric values. And now we're going to go back to, we're going to go ahead and exit this challenge. This time we'll go to the closest to the pin. Let's see what the close to the pin about with a single player. I do notice they got a little bit of a bug, like, so when you're going here, you really can't go through, you can't use like your, let me just make sure here, the arrow keys to kind of go through their listing. I actually can only get this to work if I go through my mouse and use the wheel. Alright, so I have to use the wheel to kind of go through this. To check that out. So we're going to let's look at the city range. Let's go to the city range. Going to the city range and hit a couple. Just mess around here, see what it's about. I do not pay or have the course play, so can't go into course play. I don't use Skytrak for that. So score mode, top score, auto advance, right? Just go tee off. Not sure. It's interesting they ask you for the club, but I don't even know the distance yet. So kind of asking me for a club and I don't know the distance, but I think it just does that with a number of different things. So 155, we'll go ahead and stay with the 7 iron. So let's see what this one is about. So we just hit some shots. Maybe out to the right just a little. Funny, man, I work so much in regards to trying to stop the over the top and go inside out, but a lot of times I forget and leave that face open, right? I think it's probably because my swing is too flat. So try to widen it out a little bit here. Not a bad shot, not a bad shot. Let's do one more. We'll repeat that challenge. This time again, I'm going to try to work the ball a little more. Try to hit a draw first. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It didn't really draw, but it went straight. That ain't Skytrak, that's probably me. See if we can hit a fade. Do a fade on demand because that's my normal tendency right there. This time I'm gonna hit a nice little punch. Get that, could not process a lot. It seems like if you're anywhere around and you make that light, you know, it kind of throws that up there, which is cool. At least recognizing something, or at least your club face across the device, but not a ball. So now try to hit a nice little low punch. Not bad, not bad. No missed shots. So again, you can kind of go back and look at the shots. This is kind of interesting because I can go look at the shots, but it's really just showing us stuff on the mini map, but not showing me from back at the green. So probably a little bit of an issue, a bug with that. I would probably prefer to see this with me being back on the tee box as I'm going through my shots. So anything, I don't play around in here too much, so it doesn't bother me, but it's definitely stuff that they probably need to clean up and fix. Again, here's the little scorecard. Again, let's see the scorecard with the shots and the distances. Right? And then let's go ahead and we'll exit out of this challenge. Not bad, not bad. And then this time we'll kind of go back and I have not done Pin Seeker. That would be interesting to try to mess around with Pin Seeker, but don't do it much to get in here, so I'm not worried about that. I do need to come in and get an evaluation. I do like the evaluation and go through my different clubs. I'll probably do that probably another week or so as I get, maybe in a couple weeks, especially as I get ready to get outside. But now let's just go and check out the ranges. So we'll go into the practice range. Look like I can't switch range until I go in it, so I just go into the range. It looks like it defaults to whatever range you were in last, but now when I get into the range, I can then switch it and pick a different range. So for this video, again, and I believe there's an option to have this not show up too. So this was the last range that I was messing around. So we'll hit a couple in here and then we'll switch off with a couple ranges. So this is a range with a little tree to kind of have you work on a draw shot. So, you know, kind of basically drawing it around the tree and staying in the fairway and not totally hooking it. Still messing around with this little 7-iron, right? I do love the club face kind of right here. So I do love this a lot. I love being able to look at this. My goal is to kind of have that pink on top and have the blue below the pink, right? That's always my little thought to let me know I'm coming in or out. That one there with a 3.2 N. So I do like that, and I definitely work on that a lot. So felt the face kind of opened a little bit on impact. Okay, one more here. Then we'll switch up and do a different range. A little thin. A little low on the face. All right. So now let's go ahead and let's switch the practice area. Like this here is like it seems to be a little tedious. It would be nice if they had this, but maybe had it a little quicker ways to get into the different ones, without having to close out so many screens and things like that. So also the wall is very similar to the tree, so it's kind of a good visual for a lot of people. Maybe when you put that out there on your projector screen or whatever, to miss the wall. So I do have to adjust this thing here so it doesn't ask me that every time. I do believe there's something to do that. They did, they look like on this update they changed this a little bit with the look and feel. So you got the club right here, you got your right and left hand option right here. Used to have the club over here where you can kind of click, but now it's kind of right there. So we're still messing with the 7-iron, and the goal is really to stop those people, especially so many people that hit the slices and whatever, is, to miss the wall. So it's kind of visual, especially if you have it right in front of you, to not hit that wall. So let's see if it helps us. Pretty cool. I do like this. This is a really good visual. At first, when I first saw it, I wasn't a big fan, but the more and more, it's really a good visual for people that's over the top to really not say don't hit that wall, So it really does make you swing in and out. Something you gotta, something that I probably could do this a lot more to kind of lock in that thought. Seems to be pretty good for me too. It seems to be maybe within 1-2 seconds too. If you notice, I am doing other stuff on my computer. I'm actually, I got the picture running, watching the golf and stuff. But if you notice, it seems to be picking up the shots within, or at least showing the shots within a second or two, which is pretty good too. And I noticed too, like some of this, the working the ball and stuff. Some of it too is my clubs, right? Like I played the 790s, 2019 version, and they're not as easy to work as some of the other clubs or blades. So I think people also need to maybe take that in consideration sometime too. Some of the player irons are a little harder to work the ball. So actually pretty good to work on your in and out. So we'll do one here. Let's see what happens if we hit the wall. Which is good. I can't even hit the wall if I want to. But let's see if we can bounce one off the wall. Here we go. So that's the wall. Hit one more. Let's do one more nice little draw. One more nice little draw around that wall. All right, there we go, man. Skytrak 5.3.9. Again, this is what I expected. in the challenge as I went through my shots to kind of show it to me from my tee area as opposed to the landing area. And as you're going through the shots too, you can do the replay, which is right up here. No, that's a reset. Oh, the replay right here in the middle. Just show you that shot again, which is pretty cool. All right. And before I exit, I love this stuff down here, man. I love the color coding. I love this. This is also all based off of the club that you're doing. So for a 7-iron, it's telling me that the optimum for a 7-iron is 14 launch, 5700 to 6500 on the spin, and the descent 4248. So before we move off of this, let's see if we can get some all greens with this 7-iron and also miss the wall. Right? So let's see if we can get some optimal with a 7-iron. That won't do it. If it does, I'll take it. But that was a bad swing. Alright. So we got one green. We got one green. We're really launching it too high, so let's see if we can pinch it a little more. Nope. And sometimes with this too, guys, it's interesting. Like, even though I'm trying to pinch it, this could also be the balls you're using. So I don't use my premium balls in my sim because they crack or whatever. It's not worth it. So I use a ball that's kind of in that medium range, so that I'm not spending the cost of a premium ball. So I play with, in my sim, I play the Vice Pro, and I noticed they do have a little more hop in regards to the height on them. And they spin a little more too. And so let's see if we can bring that down a little bit. That's the last one. Alright. Couldn't get the number, but not so much the Skytrak, probably with more or less me and the balls that I'm messing around with in my sim room. So alright, we're going to let's switch up and pick a different practice area. So you also got their Halloween and holiday that they release during that time. It's draw, trajectory control. Oh yeah, this is a good one too, where you kind of hit your window up and down, but instead of that, let's try accuracy range. Let's mess around with this one a little bit. So the accuracy range, and we'll do a couple here, and then I'll jump back out and in this video. But just want to do a quick little, hadn't been in Skytrak in a while, just check around, mess around. I do that once in a while with the different version, just to make sure things are still going. Be nice too, like you got these different distances, but it would be nice to kind of, you know, at least give you a chance to go and look at the landing area sometime, you know. Go down there and see what you're dealing with. Also on the range, to be able to change your view or move you know, your T-bot or something, as opposed to just always kind of straight off. You know, maybe if I want to start out to the right, or I want to be on the right side of the tee box or something, right? So let's just see. I think I see a, what, 38 yard, 73, and being able to see those numbers. I really can't But let's just see. 38. Down there, a little 51. Also, I usually have my settings. I got my carry right there. So carry was 51. So let's try to get one on that first one. Real quick with that. So pulled it a little bit, a little long. Good thing too, because I know my little tendencies. That might be good, but it might be a little long. The tendency is I rush some of these sometimes, so see if we can get a nice little rhythm. There we go. Got one there. Like they're not too bad, but it's like they're kind of hard to identify, you know, the different numbers. Maybe if they had the first one on the left, the second one on the right, and vice versa, and kind of alternate, maybe make it a little easier to identify and see. Right, so I already hit the 38, so now I guess it's 73, right? Let's see if we can hit that one and then we'll kind of move on. Oh, so close. So close. That should be the one. Oh, come on. Alright, last one. And out. This is it. And I forgot to change the club that I'm using, but alright. We can't stop there. We gotta hit it. Right on line though. Alright, let's switch what club we're using so that we get some good numbers in regards to our red, yellow, green. There we go. So, not bad. I mean, this is pretty cool. It just, I think they just need to clean up the interface a little bit. Make the numbers a lot better for you to see. Maybe off center. First one on the left, the second one on the right, on the left, and vice versa. Again, you get the little replay. Changing the clubs too makes a big difference, because then you start to get the detail for each club. That one there look like I'm cutting across a little bit. You can see the little pink line. So cutting across it, but the face is open. That's why it's still kind of going straight. Alright. And the last one is really just the normal practice range. Hit a couple shots in here. So just hit some really short shots just to see how it responds and stuff. Again, I don't do the course play, so I can't show you any of that. I don't pay for that part, so it's not worth it. One, it's a long ways away from being good, but I do like, you know, this where I can go ahead and you gotta hit this this little gear control up at the top left, and then kind of adjust your distances and stuff. The limit is 10 yards, so we'll do something really short. You know, we'll do a little 10-yarder or whatever on the green. That way we can check out some of the little small chip. It'd really be nice if they finally come out with the ability to putt and practice, because I would love to practice my putting and see that face impact look with putter. You're doing it with the driver. It would be really nice to maybe do that with putting. Then I can actually even take that outside to a putting range. I mean, a putting green outside, or even in my backyard, and work on my putting. With the Skytrak, and be able to see the numbers, be able to see the little video. So I keep mentioning that to them, and hopefully at some point they'll add in the putting practice. You know, you're limited to just 10 yards, so we'll hit some really short. This one right there, a little short one there that didn't pick up. Another one. And I think that's a little bit too of when of how hard you're hitting it. And also, sometimes it makes a difference too with not only when you're hitting it soft, but it's also that window that the ball comes out of. You know, if you're really flopping it a little bit, I think sometimes it's outside of that pickup window. Might have better if I hit a little shorter bump and run, per se. So it's still not as good as it can be without being in putt mode. Like all those aren't picking up, although they're great shots. And I think that's a little bit of not being in putt mode. A little better. Going straight though, I mean accuracy in regards to the lineup and everything. I spent a lot of time getting my device set up right and on the right level and stuff, and this is pretty good though, hitting that line. You know, shots right on the line. Feel good about that. And do one more here, guys, then we'll just kind of end this video. But this is I got an early release on it, but I think they're going to be releasing it pretty soon here. Might, if not today, pretty soon. But this is Skytrak. This is 5.39. And they're all right on the line. Hey guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hey, don't forget to give me a like, leave a comment, hit that bell so you get notified of other videos. Although I don't do much on Skytrak, but I do make sure everything is still working, and I'm all good every time they come out with a new release. Updated it, got the new firmware update, so I'm all good. Enjoy. Hey, thanks for watching.